everyone. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Hey, everyone. Hey, everyone. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. We're here tonight at the Richard G. Snyder YMCA. Steve-O.
Guys, that's right. It's $5 Sushi Wednesday.
Produce sale. Bananas. 45 cents a pound.
Pork turkeys. You know why we're doing pork turkeys? We're doing a fundraiser.
The meat keeps on rolling. The hair is sprankled.
You know what day it is today. It is Sushi Wednesday. $5 sushi rolls today.
We're getting inspired. Come on and help me hashtag save meat. And we're pumped up because we are less than 24 hours away from Camp Out for Community tomorrow. Like and share, like and share. So like and share, like and share. Help spread the word. Just make sure you like and share. We can't do what we do without you. Come and see us. We can't do what we do without you. Come and see us. We can't do what we do without you. Come and see us.
Can't do what we do without you. Come and see us.
Steffi's Country Catering prepares home-style made-from-scratch dishes that will have you convinced Mom made it. Whatever the occasion, Steffi's Country Catering will have you coming back for every event year-round. Find us on Facebook to place an order or to see our Sunday specials, or call 724-54-85047.
Hi, I'm Dr. DeMond, owner of DeMond Chiropractic. We've been open for over 75 years and continue to provide high-level chiropractic care here in Armstrong County. And we are here to help you live your best life through all-natural chiropractic care. Come and see us.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Hey, everyone. Hey, everyone. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. We're here tonight at the Richard G. Snyder YMCA.
T-Bone. Woo! Guys, that's right. It's $5 Sushi Wednesday.
Produce sale. Bananas. 45 cents a pound.
Pork turkeys. You know why we're doing pork turkeys? We're doing a fundraiser.
The meat keeps on rolling, the hair is sprankled.
You know what day it is today. It is Sushi Wednesday. $5 sushi rolls today.
We're getting inspired. Come on, help me hashtag save on me. And we're pumped up because we are less than 24 hours away from Camp Out for Community tomorrow. Like and share, like and share. So like and share, like and share. Help spread the word. Just make sure you like and share. We can't do what we do without you. Come and see us. We can't do what we do without you. Come and see us. We can't do what we do without you. Come and see us.
Can't do what we do without you. Come and see us.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to High Top Sports Network for this evening's presentation of WPIAL Class 3A Section 5 Girls Varsity Volleyball, tonight featuring the visiting Indiana Little Indians and the host Armstrong Riverhawks. A big section battle tonight. My name is Josh Reckengost. Alongside me, to my left, Doug Flanders. And Doug, this should be a really good one against two established programs with a lot of talent on each side.
Yeah, we got a lot of talent in this gym tonight, Josh. And we have two teams that are super familiar with each other. You know, I don't care what sport it is. You go down 422, and you see Armstrong and Indiana. Right now, we're looking at the section standings. Both teams looking up at Latrobe. Armstrong sitting in second place at 6-1. Their only loss was Latrobe in a 5-setter. Indiana comes in at 4-2. They are in third place. And Indiana's losses are Latrobe and Armstrong. So, you know, if you're Indiana tonight, you're looking to get that win over Armstrong. That'll put you in a tie for second. If you're Armstrong, you're trying to stay close to Latrobe, anticipating that matchup later in the season. These two teams played on September 8th. It was in Indiana, and Armstrong came away with a 3-1 victory. So Armstrong won in 4 sets. Some key players, you know, we talked about the talent that's out here tonight. First, we'll talk about Armstrong. You know, Cass Adams was voted Trib Player of the Week. You know, she's the glue, I like to say, for Armstrong. She's missed do everything. Emery Rumbaugh coming back off that finger injury. She's back. You got that Callie Allensworth and Kate Rameli in the middle. You have Sarai Weaver. They run multiple setters with the Atwood, Lily Atwood, and who's the other?
Gabby Pauk.
Yep, Gabby Pauk. They got some really good servers. Gabby's got that nice lefty serve. Sophia DeGregorio sees action. Coach Lasher runs a ton of players for Armstrong. So look to see that tonight. On the Indiana side, you have Katie Kowalczyk, the senior middle hitter. Look for her in the middle. Look for the outside hitters of Abby Huey and Macy Lorelli. So those are, you know, 3 big seniors for Indiana. They're the big hitters. That's where Indiana is going to look to get their points tonight. So really looking forward to this matchup and this battle between two really good volleyball programs. You know, the playoffs, we're in the second round now. So we're in the second time through. Teams are fighting for playoff positioning, and these are two teams that you will definitely see in the WPIAL playoffs.
Hey, got some interesting storylines here for this one. I got to see Indiana earlier in the season take on West Shamokin. Indiana head coach Allison Ball and West Shamokin head coach Melinda Osterlings, they are sisters. So it was the first time
nice.
they ever faced off as head coaches on a varsity level as sisters, and Coach Ball got the better of her older sister in that matchup as Indiana was able to beat West Shamokin 3-1 in a non-conference showdown at Indiana. So
that's bragging rights, Josh.
Yeah, that's I said. I said the group text will be fired up until the actual game, and then it'll be silent until Thanksgiving. And Coach Osterling, she agreed with that. But another cool thing tonight, as you can see out there, if you're joining us on High Top Sports Network or on Facebook or any of our other social media platforms where tonight's game is being broadcast, you can see all the Riverhawks out there in pink T-shirts, and it is Pink Out Night. All proceeds from the concession stand, the 50-50. Plenty of items out front here. They have a table set up in front right as you come in the door. There are T-shirts, cookies, pom-poms, Lays, rubber bracelets, buttons, rings, treat bags. All of the proceeds tonight for everything sold here at Armstrong's Pink Out Night will go to support the Cancer Research Center at Armstrong County Memorial Hospital. So,
Nice.
And I always am very impressed with the Armstrong community. It doesn't matter what sport. When there are causes like this that are, you know, they're trying to push to the forefront, the community always shows out, always does a fantastic job supporting events like this. So thanks to everyone out here in the stands supporting Pink Out Night, and thanks to the Armstrong Volleyball Boosters for putting it on. And the girls seem to enjoy those pink jerseys, and you see Coach Lasher out there, she's got the pink tutu on, so I'm not sure if that was part of the required uniform, but they're definitely rocking it here at Armstrong.
Yeah, some interesting attire in the gym, to say the least, Josh. I'm looking at the student section, and wow, everybody loves pink, huh?
Yeah. Well, they say real men wear pink, and there's a lot of guys in here tonight wearing those pink out shirts, so very cool, and obviously for a great cause, all proceeds benefiting the Cancer Research Center at Armstrong County Memorial Hospital. And Bernie Bowser on the public address down there, giving us the sportsmanship message, and also a message that I took a photo of, and it is, it's PIAA celebrates Officials Appreciation Week for fall sports this week. And the officials for tonight's match are Mark O'Connor and Marcia Gouch. So thanks to them. We know, Doug, you've been a longtime coach in several sports. You know that officials, it's a thankless job out there.
Yeah, it's tough being an official, Yeah, someone's always on you when you're an official, and you just like to try to do your best you can, but you're a human just like everybody else. And we need to get some younger officials. We need to get some young blood, Josh, because there's a lot of older officials out there, and it's tough.
Well, if you follow high school sports, as we obviously do, you have read articles over the past several years about that age gap that is just increasing between the officials that are in their, later years, going to be retiring at some certain point, and there aren't the younger officials to be able to fill those open spots, and it's really going to create a problem here sooner rather than later.
Yeah, it's already tough to get officials in sports, and I really appreciate when anyone comes to officiate any of my games.
So we will break for the national anthem and be right back with the starting lineups. So the Star Spangled Banner played there, and this match just a few moments away from getting underway. And I always say in a volleyball match, they're going to announce the starting lineups, but 9 times out of 10, the entire team gets announced. Yeah. So we may just have that today. Who knows?
Number 15, Alexandra Ball.
But as you said, Doug, and it's one thing I got to notice whenever I did see these little Indians play against the Wolves earlier this season, that size in the middle. And, Kowalczyk, if you follow basketball in this area, you are familiar with her. She is quite a presence in the middle.
6'2", Josh, 6'2". That's really tall for a girl, especially at the high school level.
Yeah, and she, I remember seeing her as a freshman, and she had that height, but didn't really have the coordination and all of the athletic ability that was inside there harnessed. Well, now she's a senior, and it has certainly been all put together for her on the court, both volleyball-wise and on the basketball court.
Yeah, the 3 girls I highlighted at the beginning, you have Kowalczyk at 6'2", Lorelli 5'10", and Abby Huey at 5'10". So it doesn't get much taller than that. Most times Armstrong has that advantage in height, but that will not be the case today. So really interesting to see if Armstrong can get those blocks on those big hitters for Indiana.
Well, every time the girls come out and fire a T-shirt or something into the stands, I always put my hands up. I'm waiting for somebody to get one up here. Emma Paul tried last year during basketball season, and you know her arm very well, and it hit right here.
Wow.
And I just missed it. It was like reaching over a railing for a foul ball, and I mean, it's tough to throw a T-shirt. It's not a ball. It flies weird.
I think most of the time these are all predetermined, Josh, who's getting.
Running right over to the student section and just handing them off.
Yeah.
Or to a parent, of course. We like to see that. Or sibling. But again, you see those pink jerseys out there tonight, and there's not a person out there in this gym or, watching this broadcast that hasn't been affected by cancer in some way, shape, or form. I know my family has. Everyone's family touched by this disease, and it's great to see just over and over again, every sport here at Armstrong has something similar to this. All proceeds, again, from the 50-50, the concession stand, and the stand with all the pink out gear going to support Cancer Research Center at Armstrong County Memorial Hospital.
Yeah, this is a big game, Josh. Indiana's looking for a little payback from earlier in the season. And now Armstrong's going to try to defend their home court. So this would really give a good playoff positioning for Indiana if they could get a split with Armstrong and maybe go in and tied for second, assuming they both lose to Latrobe here the second time through. You want to get off to a good start. I always say volleyball is a game of momentum, and you have timeouts that the coaches can use to try to stop that momentum, and that'll be key when to use those timeouts. But it's hard to come back. You get a lead, you build a lead, and most of the time the team that's in the lead early holds on and wins that set.
Yeah, great point, Doug. I mean, high school volleyball a little bit different than you see like beach volleyball or outdoor volleyball where you have side outs, and then every time that ball hits the court, it is a point for somebody. And as you said, those long runs and gaining momentum, so key in capturing a set. And a lot of times you'll see teams, get down 8 or 9 points and just fold up in a set and say, hey, let's try and get them in the next one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I did the Armstrong-Kiski game just recently, and we actually saw, I think it was Gabby Pauk serve through 2 timeouts by Kiski, and that is very rare. It's rally scoring, and it's hard to do, and most of the time, you just want to get a couple points here and there and stay ahead of your opponent. Officials are conferring and going over the starting lineups here, making sure everybody's in rotation, and it appears that they are happy with the lineup. So we're about ready for a start of a great night here. I want to thank you guys for joining us here in High Top. I'm really fortunate that I get to broadcast these girls. I really enjoy this, Josh.
Well, you talked about Cass Adams being the glue of this team, and you are familiar with that team leadership capability that she has, having coached her in softball.
Yep. And there's one of those big hitters. That was number 10, Macy Lorelli. However, it goes long. So very good by Armstrong there to get that first point and take a 1-0 lead. Callie Allensworth back to serve for the Riverhawks. That time, Lorelli's blast unable to be handled by Allensworth as it flies out of play. So that's going to make it 1-1. There's no secret what Indiana's trying to do. They're going to feed those big guns, and Lorelli is definitely one of them.
Wouldn't want to stand in front of that. Callie got those hands up, but just didn't get the angle correct to keep it in.
And there's Kate Kowalczyk. However, there's a nice block by Kate Rameli. So we got two Kates there in the middle there, Josh, and that's what Armstrong needs to do, get that block up. Point for Armstrong, 2-1.
You could see that set was a little off to Kowalczyk. She kind of jumped a little bit early, and it gave her Melee time to set herself, time that jump, and get both those hands up there for that block.
Gabby Pauk, the lefty, to serve. And there's a nice swing by Abby Huey, the other girl that was highlighted in our pregame. Number 5 for Indiana. She gets her first kill of the night, and we are at 2-2.
Yeah, you're going to hear her name quite a bit. I think she had 21 kills in that match between West Shamokin and Indiana that I got to see earlier this year that we've referenced a couple times. So get ready to hear Huey's name quite a bit.
And there's Huey again. And I always say, Josh, a lot of times when you take that big swing, you don't necessarily have to have it hit on the other side. You can get it off a block, hit it off the blocker's hands. As long as it goes out of play, it's still your point. And that's what happened there. Kowalczyk with another serve. That time, Huey swings and goes short into the net. Looks like she tried to do a little cut there, Josh, but did not get it over the net.
Yeah, and I don't think that I don't think that set had quite the height that she needed to get it over the net on that swing.
Cass Adams back to serve for Armstrong in a 3-3 game. That's going to go short into the net, so point to Indiana. Indiana takes a 4-3 advantage.
That's one thing you got to limit, and what's going to be a tight match are those service errors, either into the net or out of bounds. So first one against Armstrong there.
Emily Mady to serve for Indiana. And there's Emery Rumbaugh with a little nice tip there to get the point. Number 8 for the Riverhawks. It's going to tie this match up at 4-4. So both teams kind of trading points here early, Josh, going back and forth. Riley Pershear with the serve for Armstrong. Wow, nice hit and nice dig by Cass Adams. It's going to keep it in play. And there's what I'm talking about, Josh. That set was a little off for Huey, but Huey was able to hit it off the blocker, out of play, get the point for Indiana. Very smart.
And that's a veteran move by Huey. As you said, able to read that block and know where to put that ball into to get that deflection out of bounds.
Sarai Weaver able to make the play there. Again, set kind of wide out toward that antenna, but she was able to get the job done and get the kill. So nice job there by Sarai Weaver. 5-5. Both teams just trading points back and forth here early. Annie Atwood to serve for the Riverhawks. And there was Callie Allensworth. She tried to hit that corner. Callie does that a lot, but it unfortunately was just a little long. So that is going to give the Indians a 6-5 advantage.
Well, let's keep an eye on Alex Ball here. She's coming up to the service line for Indiana. When she took that serve from Atwood, she kind of was flexing her wrist a little bit, Doug, and kind of trying to shake it off, and then she goes into the net right there. So let's keep an eye on her because she's certainly the libero, is going to be setting some at least.
Yeah, that could be the reason that just happened there, Josh. Service error, 6-6. Sophia DiGregorio back to serve for the Riverhawks. Real nice there. Atwood with a back set. Callie Allensworth, the big kill, 7-6. Armstrong back on top. So nice job there by Callie.
Boy, if they can run that play consistently, that's a dangerous play because it takes so long for the defense to adjust off that back set, and Allensworth already in motion. As you can see, that runner up off one foot and able to put it down.
DiGregorio to serve. Nice adjustment there. Number 8, Ashlyn Brannon, and she was able to find that corner, no one home, so that is going to tie it up at 7 apiece.
It looked like Armstrong's back corner of that D right there. Thought that was going to be out, but that was well in by a couple of feet.
Nice placement, Josh, we like to say on that. And that time we have a nice serve by Addison Stossel. Unable to handle that as the Armstrong defense as it goes out of play, giving the Indians an 8-7 advantage. Nice job there by the Indians. Allensworth went up. She got blocked by that big defense, and then they just hammered it home when Armstrong was out of position. So 9-7 Indiana. That's a 2-point advantage, their biggest of the night so far. Great job there by Lily Atwood. Lily Atwood elects to go over on 2, catches Indiana not ready. So that's going to break that little run that the Indians had, make it 9-8 Indiana.
Heads up play right there by Atwood. Instead of going for the set, that quick little push, and able to catch Indiana napping a little bit.
Oh, nice tip. Again, that's that senior leadership, Josh. That was Katie Kowalczyk just seeing the hole, knowing that they're going to get that little tip and that point. Armstrong can't react. 10-8 Indiana.
Well, and everyone thinks she's going to be taking the big swing right there in the middle. Heads up play, as you said, that's a savvy senior move.
Nice job there by Indiana. They're making it tough there on Cass. Cass tried to get that point. Again, Indiana just able to hit it off of Armstrong and out of play.
Nice little run here by the Little Indians. I believe it's 4-0.
Finally, Cass Adams is able to get one to go home. So that's going to make it 11-9 Indiana. Substitutes coming in. Gabby Pauk to serve for the Riverhawks. Armstrong's going to really have to earn this one tonight, Josh, if they're going to get the win. Another tip. Great pancake. Gabby Pauk keeps it alive for the Riverhawks. Let's see if they can get the conversion. And yes, oh!
Right in front of the scorer's table there, Doug.
Great volleyball here. Armstrong would not be denied. Sarai Weaver, her second kill of the night.
Hey, that could be
11-10.
That could be a shift in momentum right there. Doug Pauk coming up from that back row where she served from and got that pancake, got the hand down flat, popped it up, and her team's able to get the point.
One of my favorite plays in volleyball, Josh, the pancake. Really tough for an official to call that too, because that ball compresses when it hits the ground. It's like, did she get under it or didn't she? And there's Lorelli. Nice dig there by DiGregorio. Wow. Scrappy defense, both sides, Josh.
Yeah, some big swings here on both sides. Great rally.
Best point of the night. It's going to go to Cass Adams. She's going to finish it off. So Armstrong pulls back even at 11-11. Great volleyball on both sides there.
Yeah, biggest lead that either team has had is 3 points, and that was just erased by Armstrong here.
And there's Lorelli. She's going to keep swinging. However, that did not go over the net.
Yeah, I thought for sure that was nothing but net. She's asking if Armstrong contacted the ball, and I thought clearly, we're dead center up here in the Hawks Nest, and we kind of have a pretty good view relative to everybody else except those two officials, but I thought that was all net.
Yep. Woo. Another great defensive play there by the Riverhawks to keep the ball alive. Lorelli's just going to keep swinging, Josh. I like it. Wow.
That went into the net, too. That was Kowalczyk coming up a little bit short. So what a swing and momentum that play Pac made. The pancake has turned this momentum around in the first set.
13-11 Riverhawks, and that's what we talked about the timeouts earlier, Josh, and there's the first one. I think it's a good timeout for Indiana. So Armstrong able to build a 2-point advantage and had some momentum. So nice job there by the Indiana coach to try to break this.
Well, Doug, while we have a second here on the timeout, just like to let everyone know that, if you watch High Top Sports Network a lot, you're going to hear this game is brought to you by, and then we'll name an official sponsor. Well, tonight, no official sponsor, but we believe that being here for such a community event was important, and also important to give these student athletes exposure. So this game is technically brought to you by High Top Sports Network. And if you're interested in being a sponsor, please visit us at the website, contact us via Facebook or via email, staff@High Top Sports Network, or give us a call, 724-824-3554, if you are interested in sponsoring our coverage, not only of Armstrong athletics, but athletics throughout the Western Pennsylvania area.
Double hit or two called on Lorelli gives Armstrong a 14-11 advantage. And there's a shank. So Gabby Pauk, I highlighted her serve. I talked about this serve down at Kiski. It's a lefty, Josh, so you got a little bit of a dip. It's moving in a different direction, and it's hard to handle. And there's Lorelli with a big hit. Great try there by Riley Preshear. Almost able to get it done. She wears the white jersey for a reason, Josh. She's a libero, so she's the best defensive stopper. She was almost able to get that powerful swing. So it looked like possibly Armstrong was going to run away and hide in this set. Not so fast, my friend. 2 for Indiana makes it 15-13. Riverhawks still leading. Kowalczyk serving. Sarai Weaver with another kill, Josh. So that gives her 3 in the first set. Puts Armstrong back to a 16-13 advantage. I love how Lorelli just keeps swinging and swinging and swinging. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Weaver, one of the taller players on the Riverhawks team, and that's one thing that I think she's improved upon from last year is the timing of her swings. We've seen her right on it tonight, timing that jump with the swing, and she's had a few kills so far in this first set.
And there's Lorelli. A little miscommunication there on the Armstrong side. You don't see that very often. That's going to give the Indians their 14th point. Armstrong still nursing a 16-14 advantage.
Boy, they need to give those girls some chairs over there on the Armstrong side. What's going on? It's a short bench tonight, just in terms of amount of chairs.
And there's big Emery Rumbaugh. And I notice Emery does not have, oh, yes, she does. She still has something on her hand there, but was not affected. She kind of got her feet wet against Kiski in her last match, and now she looks to be 100%, Josh.
Well, she was slapping high fives there pretty hard with some authority after that kill.
Another kill for Sarai Weaver. So 18-14 Riverhawks. I've seen a lot of volleyball this year, and this might be the best set I've seen Sarai have. She's really doing a great job.
That's what I mean, that timing. That was one thing I noticed about her last year, not just on the volleyball court, but also on the basketball court. She'd have some trouble, before she had that injury, timing her rebounds, timing her jumps for rebounds, and it's a similar thing attacking the volleyball as Allensworth gets a kill in the middle right there.
Yeah, really nice. Callie electing to go over there on 2. Saw the hole in the middle, took advantage of it. And that comes with experience, and there's a ton of experienced volleyball players in this gym. 19-14 Riverhawks. Free ball for Armstrong. Emery Rumbaugh came to play also tonight, Josh. Another kill for her. It's going to push the Armstrong advantage to 20-14. Kind of danger moment here for Indiana. Indiana really needs to get a side out here, get a point, or this first set is going to be over. Once you hit 20, Josh, it's hard to come back when you're down by 6 points. Make it 7 points. It's another point for the Riverhawks. 21-14 now. Armstrong is seeming to run away and hiding here in this first set.
Well, it was pretty close up to about 11-11. And then it's been all Armstrong over the past 10 points.
That one is going to go a little wide. So she had the angle there, Josh. Sarai's having a great set, just missed that line. So Indiana gets the point, 21-15 Riverhawks.
Yeah, just missed right there on this near sideline.
Huey to serve for Indiana. And there's a little sneaky play by Kayla Leone. She's able to get that ball to hit the court on the other side, so she gets it down 21-16.
Yeah, quick attack there for the Indians and worked to perfection.
There's big Callie Allensworth. Has a nice angle in the middle. Nothing the Indians can do. Point Riverhawks, 22-16. Subs come in. Here come the Atwood girls. I love when they do that sub, Josh. It's both Atwoods on the court at the same time.
Yeah, Lily and Annie both coming in right now. Lily to that server's position and Annie to, that setter's position. Yeah, see, I'm mixing up Atwoods and where they're going. But Annie with that serve right there.
Oh, nice save by the Indians there. Nice effort. Indiana's going to get that point. 22-17 Riverhawks with a 5-point advantage late in set number one. Nice scramble and save by Indiana. That was a nice attempt there by Ashlyn Brannon, but just too far away. Timing was off. 23-17 Riverhawks.
Well, one thing I like about Coach Lasher's philosophy in these situations, she's rarely going to call a timeout. Even if this game gets to 23-23, I don't see her calling a timeout. She usually likes to let her team work out of this stuff.
Point for the Indians, 23-18. That time Cass just could not get that ball over the net. Coach Lasher marching out some orders there, telling the girls to finish. So let's see if Armstrong can. There's a tip, point for Indiana, 23-19. And there's an ace, so nice point there for Indiana, making the score 23-20.
That one cut through the hands.
Another point.
Yeah,
wow.
That was the libero for the Riverhawks, Riley Shire. She came over there and look, Coach Lasher proves me wrong and does call a timeout right there, but that was Shire, and she came over to try and return that serve or pass it, and her hands were sideways, and it just went right through the hands for the Indiana ace.
So interesting that Armstrong was up 23-17, Josh. Indiana rattles off 4 in a row. So it is now 23-21. I think that's a great timeout by Armstrong to try to break this little run that Indiana's on. Get it back together here. So let's see what happens.
Well, Riverhawks going to take close to the full minute here, and that's something, again, you don't normally see. Coach Lasher usually has her message ready to roll, and they're usually back out with 35 seconds left in the timeout, but Riverhawks taking the full 52.7 seconds there as Joey McCanna, our boy down there, stops the clock.
Huge point here for the Riverhawks, 23-21. They really need this one because that pressure is going to mount. And Indiana gets the point as Macy Lorelli is able to put the ball to the ground. It is now 23-22, Josh. Wow, what a first set. Indians will not give up in this first set.
Yeah, I believe it was 23-16, Armstrong.
Oh, and that's going to go into the net, and that is going to push Indiana back even. What a run for the Indians, Josh. 23-23. Wow.
And this is a set you do not want to have slip away if you're Armstrong with such a commanding lead late in it.
There's a miscommunication.
Got lucky right there.
Point for Armstrong. It is now set point 24-23. Callie Allensworth to serve. Both teams desperately wanting to get that first set.
Great serve.
And they're going to go to their big gun, Lorelli, and she is going to deliver. So it is now 24-24. Now keep in mind, high school volleyball, Josh, you have to win by 2. So 24-24, it is rally scoring. Indiana to serve. Very important who can get this first set.
Tell you, unlucky for the Riverhawks there, as Callie really ripped a good serve, but Indiana able to return it and set up Lorelli for that kill.
Free ball for the Indians. Tough set. Oh, wow. Nice tip by, once again, Abby Huey, Josh. That set was right along the net. There was nothing she could do. She just poked at it, found a hole, set point, Indiana.
And she punched it. It was like the back of her hand. She kind of was jumping and just threw up a fist, and it worked.
There's big Kate Rameli, one of the biggest points of the night. She delivers for the Riverhawks, 25-25. Wow. Interesting. You know, Kate's been a little quiet here in this first set, and they go to her when it matters most, and she delivers. And here's Gabby Pauk to serve. So this could be good timing here for the Riverhawks. But no, big Katie Kowalczyk, Josh, is going to get that point. It is now 26-25, set point Indiana.
And the way this one's going, it could keep on rolling, Doug. Who knows when it could end? Back and forth, back and forth.
Josh, we might be in for a long night here looking at this first set.
Oh.
And that is going to go into the net. What a turn of events. That is going to give Indiana set one in extra time by a score of 27-25.
Wow, not what you want if you're head coach Andrea Lasher for the Riverhawks. I mean, up 23-16 and couldn't close it out. Indiana kept fighting and took advantage of some Riverhawks mistakes. Maybe took their foot off the gas a little bit. But who knows? I mean, got to give credit, though. Tip your cap to Indiana. The way they fought back and were able to execute their offense down the stretch of this set, really impressive, Doug.
Yeah, that was an unbelievable run there by the Indians. I felt like Armstrong was in control there, and the momentum just swung, and Armstrong couldn't get it back. And, you know, Indiana has those big hitters, and, wow, they got the job done. So first set to Indiana. Long way to go here, but, you know, it was 3-1 last time they played. So Armstrong, a little shell-shocked, I think, right now. Needs to get it back together.
So while we have a couple of minutes between sets, we're going to take a quick commercial break here. For Doug Flanders, my name is Josh Reckengast. Thanks for joining us on High Top Sports Network for some girls varsity volleyball action this evening. We'll be right back.
Tonight's presentation of high school football on High Top Sports Network is presented by the Richard G. Snyder YMCA. Principles put into practice through programs that build healthy spirit, mind, and body for all.
If you're an athlete looking for the best in personal training to dominate your sport, look no further than Richard D. Snyder YMCA.
Come check out our newly renovated annex, complete with turf, everything you need to stay in shape, as well as our very own golf simulator, complete with all kinds of pro courses that you can play, so make sure to reserve your time now.
Come visit the Richard D. Snyder YMCA and help grow our community.
And welcome back to High Top Sports Network. This evening's presentation of WPIAL Class 3A Section 5 Girls Varsity Volleyball. Indiana comes in here, comes back, fights their way back to a win in the first set over the Riverhawks. Doug, big swing and momentum there, and a nice job finishing by the Little Indians.
Yeah, give Indiana credit there because I love the resiliency that team showed in the first set, and that's a sign of a great volleyball team. And Armstrong, I told you it's not going to be easy tonight, and Indiana's here to play.
So getting the rotations down correctly are both teams right here. Getting ready to start set number 2. Got some extra volleyball for free there in that first set.
As I said, I mean, this could be a 5-setter, Josh. This could be a long night. Sophia Di Gregorio is going to start set 2 for Armstrong. Wow. Macy Lorelli. Josh, I feel like she's getting stronger and stronger as I watch her swing. Going to be a definite force and a tough play to stop if you're Armstrong. Wow.
And sometimes, you know, those legs, it takes a while to get loose. I mean, you can warm up all you want before a match or before like a basketball game or something, but sometimes it takes a little while to get those legs loose, and that is such an integral part of attacking the volleyball, being able to get off the floor. So she is indeed getting stronger.
And there's number 5, Abby Huey. So at least I highlighted the right 3 girls at the beginning.
Yeah, you sure did.
2-0 Indians. Armstrong really needs to break this momentum here that Indiana has built by the end of the first set and now here at the start of the second. Wow, nice dig.
Yeah, that was ball just throwing out the left hand.
And that's out. It's going to get Indiana the point. So the libero, Alex Ball, with an unbelievable save, gets Indiana the point. It's 3-0 Indians. Lorelli to serve. Nice play by Riley Prashier, but it's going to be a call of 4. It is now 4-0 Indiana. How long will Coach Lasher let this go, Josh?
I don't know, but Indiana is on a roll right now, going back to the 16th point that they scored in that first set. Good play by Atwood right there, the lefty push, but Indiana able to return it. Finally on the board there, Allensworth into the block and down on the Indiana side. So, got to do something to stop the bleeding here. And right now, What the Riverhawks really need, Doug, is a sustained run to kind of get some of that confidence back they had late in that first set.
Yeah, it's just like an avalanche of points here by Indiana. This is crazy.
Well, that's what you want to do off the serve right there. Get Indiana to bring a free ball so you can set your offense up, and it works. Cass Adams, big kill.
Yeah, nice kill there by Cass. You know, I like to say Cass is the bread and butter. Like, if you need a point, you go to Cass. You know, she's your senior. She was the player of the week. She has the experience to get the job done. It is now 4-2 Indiana.
Oh.
Miscommunication there. Abby Huey will take it, pushing Indiana's lead to 5-2. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if that was deflected at the net, but DiGregorio kind of backed away from it a little bit. Like she expected it to land somewhere else.
Kowalczyk to serve. And there's Kate Romali. So, you know, maybe feed Kate a little more here, Josh. Looks like she's off to a good start here tonight. It's 2 in a row for Kate. It's going to make it 5-3.
Yeah, those quick sets to Romali in the middle have worked so far. Just they really haven't had a chance to set many up. But when they do, it seems like Romali has been able to convert them at a pretty high rate.
Yeah, I feel like it surprised Indiana. You know, Indiana didn't even have a blocker up there. So Armstrong had 2 blockers up on that play, but it didn't matter because Abby Huey is still going to get that point. So now it is 6-3 Indiana.
Yeah, Coach Lasher talking to Sarai Weaver and Kate Romali, saying get it just a little bit closer to that net so that ball doesn't drop on our side. Oh.
And they're going to call a 2. Okay, so once again, you're a setter. That's a tough position, Josh. You have to set that ball perfectly. There was too much spin on the ball, and that's going to give Indiana the point, 7-3.
Yeah, kind of a late whistle, too.
Yeah.
But it goes against Armstrong.
Oh, nice scramble by Indiana. Unable to get it over. So nice effort there, but Armstrong's going to get the point. 7-4. Indiana still leads.
And again, Doug, what worked right there? Quick set to Romali in the middle. And, you know, the last 2 points really have been because of those offensive plays to Romali. So wouldn't be surprised if the Riverhawks keep going back to the well until Indiana can stop it.
For sure. Wow. Nice save there by Prashear. Oh, nice try there by Ball, but unable to get the point, control that. So that is going to give Armstrong their 5th point, make it 7-5 Indiana. Early in set 2.
Sorry, Doug. Another kill for Weaver right there, too. She's definitely had a strong start to this match.
Wow.
Boy, falling down there, able to pop that one back up in the air.
That is a great swing by Weaver, and that is another nice dig for Indy. Look at that placement.
Whoa.
Look at that play by Gabby Pauk.
Another big dig for her. Saw that pancake in set number 1, and that's a diving dig.
Oh, great volleyball. Great execution there by Indiana. Armstrong giving it everything they have out on the court. You know, both of these teams, Josh, they'll give up their body. That's a great mark of a good volleyball team. They're all over the floor, but Indiana gets the point, 8-5. That's a nice swing by Emery Rumbaugh, but it's going to go a little long, Josh. So that's going to give Indiana their 9th point, 9-5 Indians.
And I don't think Indiana actually knew that was out. None of the girls could get to it, and they got lucky right there. That was about 10 inches out over that back line.
And that one's going to sail wide. So that was Huey out of the back row, unable to keep it in play. So Riverhawks get their 6th point, 9-6 Indiana.
Haven't seen many back row attacks. I think that's the first one I can remember from Indiana right there, and it goes long. So got to stick with what's working if you're the Indians. And as I say that, a back row attack, of course.
Commentator's jinx, Josh.
Yeah, just like I did to Coach Lasher.
Great defense there, again, by Indiana. So smart. I love how the girls are talking out on the court. They're really working together as a unit, Josh. It is now 10-6 Indiana. That is in, Josh. Sarai Weaver has come to play volleyball today. It is now 10-7. So very important for Armstrong to stay close here. You know, try to chip away, keep chipping away. They really need to get this set. You do not want to go down 2-0.
Well, I'll tell you what, Weaver, not just the power, because she's had some pretty big swings that have had some high velocity, but the placement of her shots has been impressive tonight.
Oh, nice save, and that's going to go out. So
ooh, that was close to the line.
Wow, I said nice save, and it almost was unbelievable. But Armstrong is going to get the point, 10-8. Annie Atwood serving. Oh, big block by Callie Allensworth. That time the set was just a little off. Katie Kowalczyk tried to do everything she could, but you got big Callie there in the middle. Callie with a little extra smile on that one.
Yeah, that was about as clean as a block can get right there, shutting down Kowalczyk.
But then a serve into the net. So that is going to break that momentum. It's going to put it back to 11-9 Indiana. Oh, big swing, another block for Allensworth. So that time, Lorelli shut down by Allensworth, making it 11-10. This is the closest the Riverhawks have been here in set 2 in a while, Josh.
Hey, see, Callie, those sleeves are getting a little bit more rolled up every time she blocks somebody. Showing off the guns right there. A couple of back-to-back blocks by Allensworth. She's smiling out there.
Yep, Callie's feeling it out in the court. You know, Callie does not hide her emotions. She lets you know when things are going well, and right now it's going perfectly for her. Now you saw Indiana, Josh, having to adjust because of those blocks. It doesn't work. Cass Adams set up, gets the kill. We are now all even at 11.
Well, good fight back here for the Riverhawks in set number 2. Indiana came out smoking. Armstrong able to claw their way back in.
Sophia Di Gregorio off the net. Nice save, Indiana. Wow, crazy scramble here at 11-all. And that's going to be a point for Callie. So they like that play. Lily out with that little black set. They get Callie on the move. That time Indiana able to get a hand on it, but not able to control it. So point Riverhawks, their first lead in set 2, Josh, 12-11.
Well, it takes 12 points for them to get in front, but really able to collect themselves as Di Gregorio ends up in the net. And they've seen that a couple of times so far out of Armstrong. You know, starting to get some real momentum, and then service error into the net.
Yeah, too many service errors. You know, Armstrong was doing a really nice job their last match down at Kiski. We didn't see that at all. Tonight, they do have some service errors.
Oh,
and there's Callie again. So Armstrong, you know, we talked about Indiana's height, but those middles, so Callie Allensworth, Kate Rameli, the two big middles that Armstrong uses, and they're both getting points tonight at will. Oh, that's a nice swing there by Abby Huey. You know, she was back off the net. Allensworth unable to control. She got a hand on it. 13-13.
Yeah, you can see Callie trying to pass that one up. It just went off the tips of her fingers and behind her.
And that time, Kate Rameli unable to hit that ball over the net. So 14-13, you know, kind of a lot of unforced errors here by Armstrong. You know, felt like they could have jumped back on top here in set 2, but it's just not happening. And that time, Armstrong hits one off the block, so that'll be Cass Adams' kill, 14-14.
Yeah, Adams coming right up the middle right there. And off those blockers and out of bounds for the kill.
Gabby Pauk to serve for the Riverhawks. Oh, that one was absolutely textbook, Josh.
What a set.
I mean,
absolutely perfectly placed by Mady.
You could Google that one and look at that set if you want to see how to spike a volleyball. And the set was perfect. The spike, the pass, the set, the spike.
In the wheelhouse, as they say.
Yeah. That time the placement is a little off for Sarai Weaver. So 16-14 Indiana. Oh, Josh.
See, this in set number 1, this is where the Riverhawks took over and got that 23-16 lead. Indiana trying to do the same thing right here.
Great save there by Indiana. Armstrong able to keep it in play. Oh, wow. Nice. And that's going to be a touch. And that is going to give Indiana the point. 17-14 Indiana. Ball with a tremendous save again, Josh. The libero for the Indians having an awesome match right now.
Yeah, just throwing that left arm out on some balls that are really moving and able to not only make contact but also keep it in play for her teammates.
Oh, great tip. Indiana seems to be just one step ahead of Armstrong right now. Coach Lasher is going to make the timeout, and I think, again, a good timeout because Indiana has their biggest lead here of 18-14 in set 2. I don't know what to say, Josh. The Indians are just outplaying the Riverhawks right now.
Yeah, they're doing it to it. And while we have a moment here with the timeout, we'd like to thank a great sponsor on High Top Sports Network. Shop and save at Franklin Village. They got everything you need to put together a perfect Friday night tailgate. And Doug, got a full schedule on Friday night, as you well know. Be sure to check out the Butcher Shop, or you can visit Shop and Save's fantastic deli for a custom meat and cheese tray. Shop and Save at Franklin Village is family owned and community dedicated and here to help with all of your tailgate needs. Remember to fill up at the Fuel Center anytime, day or night, open 24/7. Earn fuel perks with every purchase. Shop and Save at Franklin Village is also hiring part-time workers in every department. Drop off an application or give them a call at 724-543-6389 today.
Okay, it's 18-14, Indiana to serve.
Riverhawks really have to do something coming out of this timeout. They're going to get help right there.
Yeah, unforced error by the Indians. That's really the first time we saw a lack of communication on Indiana's side. So 18-15, good timeout. Break the momentum. You got Cass back to serve.
Bernie Bowser not protecting the equipment over there. Letting the ball come down on top of it. You're going to have to mention that to him after the match.
I don't think that would happen with our equipment.
No.
Right,
We need to sacrifice the body.
Emery Rumbaugh mistimed her jump there, Josh, and that's what's going to give Indiana the 19-15 advantage.
Right off the fingertips, too. I mean, you jump a little too early, and you're in that swing, and she just made contact with her fingertips, didn't get the full palm on that ball.
That time, Lorelli tried to make that cut shot. She was too far away. 19-16. Uh-oh, Josh. Aaron Judge has done it, Josh.
Number 62.
All you Yankee fans out there, I might know one or two. He has done it.
News.
Number 62, Josh. It is official. So
the American League record belongs to Aaron Judge.
All rise. So another error there by Indiana. So now it is now 19-17.
You know, I have an actual gavel from the Staten Island Yankees whenever he played there. It's going to be a collector's item someday, kids.
And then once again, a service error for the Riverhawks.
Not what you need, not what you need.
So we feel like, this is Armstrong's chance, point after point after point, and they just can't get out of their own way. So it is now 20-17 Indiana. Indiana is the first to 20. You need 25. Diving play there by Adams to keep it alive. Sarai Weaver, another point. So Sarai just having a great match here, Josh. Probably the best volleyball I've seen her play.
Yeah, for sure. She has been an integral part of the Riverhawks staying close, especially in this second set.
20-18. Annie Atwood to serve, and that one's going to go down as an ace, Josh. Not sure what happened, but it's going to make it 20-19 now. And that is not going to get over the net. So Lorelli unable to get it over, and we're at 20 all. Wow, what a match.
And it really seems like the Riverhawks should be further behind in this set. Indiana has looked like the more crisp and efficient team, but Armstrong battling.
And just as we say that, Taylor Wood makes her presence known in this match tonight. She gets a key point there for Indiana. That's going to make it 21-20 Indians. It's crunch time, Josh.
I'll tell you what. Well, we had extra volleyball in that first set. Very well may have that again in set number 2.
Big swing and kill for Emery Rumbaugh. So just what the Riverhawks needed. It is now going to be 21-21. This could go either way, Josh. Every set you may see just a 2-point spread, and that would be one of the most even volleyball matches I've ever seen.
Yeah, for sure.
Sophia Di Gregorio to serve for the Riverhawks. Wow. I said she just keeps swinging, Josh. She's relentless. And what happens is 2 blocks by Armstrong of Lorelli, and then we have a hit out of play. Armstrong takes the lead 22-21 here in set 2.
And Allensworth again blocked both of those up.
Yep.
And they
she's
stayed in bounds.
Smiling like crazy right in the middle there. Inadvertent whistle there. I think it might have been Bernie on the speakers over there. He's smiling. And there's Katie Kowalczyk, but dug out nicely by Riley Prashear. Oh, wow. Both teams want this point, Josh. And it's going to be Cass Adams finding the corner. So nice placement, 23-21 Armstrong.
Yeah, put that one in the corner pocket. Perfect placement by Cass Adams after a great rally. Good defensive plays on both sides to keep it alive. And Adams finishes that point, so Riverhawks up a couple.
Both teams scrapping here at the end of the second set, trying to get the job done. There's Big Lorelli, and it's going to be off the block, out of play. So she hits that ball so hard, and you not only have to block it, Josh, but you have to keep it on the court. It's so hard to do.
Incredibly difficult. You know, Allensworth, again, reading that swing perfectly, had the hands on it, but like you said, got to keep it inbounds.
23-22 Riverhawks. There's Big Callie. You know, that's called an overpass, Josh. And Callie, you can see her eyes light up and just pounded that one home. Set point Armstrong. You know, Armstrong had set point in set 1, couldn't get it. Here they are, set point in set 2.
Jim's getting loud, Doug.
The student section can feel it, Josh. And another service error.
I think Coach Lasher probably should have told Callie to take a breath because she was jacked up when she went back there to that service line, and it showed she drilled that serve out of bounds.
24-23. Katie Kowalczyk, the senior, to serve here for Indiana. Here we go. Tip. Oh. It's going to be a free ball for Armstrong. They're going to get another swing at this. Denied again. Out. And that gives Armstrong the 2-point spread in set number 2. 25-23. We are all knotted up at one set apiece. And, of course, Josh, just what I said, you don't want to get behind in a set. And both teams that were behind came back to win the first two sets.
Yeah, unbelievable. Such a great match so far in these first two sets. As you mentioned, could be every set tonight could be a 2-point spread.
Josh, I'm no math guy. Well, actually, I am a math
yes,
guy.
Yes, you are.
And I'm counting up the total number of points here, and I have Indiana at a total of 50 and Armstrong at a total of 50.
Yeah.
So that's how tight this match has been so far. We got a treat in store here. We're getting ready for set number 3, and it is now time for, Josh, one of my favorite things here in volleyball.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Chuck a Duck.
Love chucking the duck. You see that down at Kiski area, too? They do. Oh, man, that one's about perfect.
Oh. You know, there's just no rhyme or reason of how these ducks are going to go. And this one is up for grabs, Josh. There is still some room. Oh, there it is, Josh. Chuck a Duck. It looks like the purple one is going to be the winner.
Well, let's get zoomed in on that so the folks out home can enjoy the chucking of ducks.
Uh-oh.
We got a winner.
We do have a winner. I think it is Prashear. I think it is. Oh, is he excited?
Oh, fired up.
And that is what Chuck a Buck is all.
Chuck
a Duck is all about. He's got that cold, hard cash.
That's right. Right out to the concession stand.
There it is, Rowan Prashear with the winner. What I love about Chuck a Duck is, and he's getting high fives, Josh.
Oh yeah, all the girls coming over, giving him a high five. Might be even better than winning a Chuck a Duck.
And it's his birthday, Josh.
Oh, man.
Holy cow.
His birthday and wins at Chuck a Duck. He's not going to forget this one anytime soon.
You know, the great thing about Chuck a Duck, Josh, it doesn't matter how old you are. You could be a senior citizen. You could be a toddler. You could still win in Chuck a Duck. You know, one of these days, Josh, we ought to try a Chuck a Duck from up here in the crow's nest.
Dude, you read my mind. I'm thinking exactly when you're talking about it and how, you know, everybody of all ages participates in it. It's just a fun thing. I mean, man, we should be able to chuck a duck from up here, the long-range duck.
I'm going to have to warm up my arm, Josh, because we're pretty high up here, and I don't want to pull any muscles here before I need to take some swings at practice here. But, wow. Okay, back to volleyball.
Back to volleyball.
1-1. We split the first two sets. Points are 50-50. This match could go either way. The team that had been trailing ended up winning both of these first two sets. We are definitely in for a long evening. So we got 8:21, Josh, on the time. So this match.
Yeah, we're already about an hour in. It started just a little after 7:20. So the first two sets, as well as the chucking of ducks, taking on just about an hour so far. So, you know, this is best of 5, of course. And I don't see either team going on as sustained a run as they would need to win 2 sets in a row after the first two have been so tightly contested.
Let's see what adjustments are made. If you're Armstrong, I'd like to see them go to those middles, Josh.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where they've had a lot of success. Indiana, I mean, they're going to do what they do. They're going to keep firing away with Lorelli and Huey. And Indiana's going to start set number 3 with the serve. So this is Addie Stossel. And she's going to put the ball in play. And right on cue, Allie Stossel with a nice little floater ace, Josh. Right in the center of the defense. 1-0 Indians.
Well, that's the way you want to start if you're Indiana here in set number 3. Both teams going to come out and try and establish that lead in an all-important third set.
Yeah, you definitely want to be up 2-1 going to set 4. You don't want to get yourself behind. However, the team from behind was able to win the first 2 sets. So, and there's Emery Rumbaugh, so good start for her. So that's going to make it 1-1. Allensworth back to serve for the Riverhawks.
Well, let's see how Armstrong does from the service line here in this third set.
Yeah.
You know, so many times we've seen it so far in this match. The mistakes from the service line, self-inflicted wounds.
But they were able to win the set anyway, Josh, so crazy. And there's Kate Romaley. Oh, nice dig there by Indiana. And this time, Lorelli unable to get the ball over the net. So that's called 4 hits, Josh. 2-1 Armstrong. Just inconsistent from the service line tonight. Seems to be all of the Riverhawks. So we are now 2-2, Indiana to serve.
Yeah, that's a good point, Doug. It's not just one player struggling from the service line, because if that were the case, you know, Coach Lasher could make a substitution. It seems to be a team-wide thing right now.
And there's Kate Romaley, but give Indiana credit. Nice dig there. And there's Emery, and she's able to get the point again. So 2 points early for Emery Rumbaugh, and that's going to give Armstrong a 3-2 advantage.
Well, the southpaw coming in. Gabby Pock at the line.
Yep, just love her serve. Other teams really struggle to pass, Josh, because it's just a tough ball.
Way out there.
Yeah, that was not close. And just as I say, tough to pass, it seems like they do a nice job, but then they hit it out of play. So it is 4-2 Armstrong. Pock going to continue to serve. And there's big Katie Kowalczyk. Maybe Indiana needs to start using her a little more, Josh, because she seems to be hitting at a nice percentage. It is now 4-3 Armstrong.
Yeah, and the quick attack that has worked for the Riverhawks to Kate Romaley worked right there to Katie Kowalczyk for the Indians. Oh, well, up in the air went, that's Kayla Leon, and she way early on the jump right there for Leon, and that serve came down basically, or that set came down basically on top of her.
Armstrong will take it, Josh. 3 points are hard to come by tonight, and it's 5-3 Riverhawks. Sophia Di Gregorio to serve. And that time, ball is just a little strong. So Indiana a little off their game right now. Armstrong able to build a 6-3 advantage here in set 3.
Well, you got to figure if you're the Little Indians right now, you know, you felt like you were in control of that second set. Riverhawks come back and take it right out from under you. Another swing in momentum.
And there's Cass Adams. Ball, nice effort. Almost able to get that ball back up, but can't. So 7-3 Armstrong, their biggest advantage here in a while. Oh, nice scramble and effort by the Riverhawks, but unable to get the job done. So that is going to make it 7-4 Riverhawks.
Yeah, Leon got the kill that time. Able to smack it across, and the Riverhawks could not return it.
Very impressed with Indiana's defense, Josh. They just get balls back on the court.
Wow, Weaver with a big swing right there, but a nice dig.
And they get the point. You know, we always say that great defense in these sports lead to offense, and that is what you saw here. Indiana, their defense has just been amazing tonight, and they're able to just keep the ball in play, and eventually get the point. And there's a service error by Indiana, so we haven't seen too many of those from the Indian side of the court tonight, but Armstrong will take it, 8-5 Riverhawks. Riley Prashear to serve the libero.
Oh.
And there's a miscommunication, which is going to give Armstrong a 9-5 advantage.
Don't see that much. I mean, Indiana's been really disciplined tonight. Their communication has been great. You kind of called it out, the way that they were talking and working together earlier.
Well, you know, you saw that real early timeout from Indiana in set one, and then they were able to win that set, and they've been smooth up to this point. But now there might be a little chink in the armor. That's another point for the Riverhawks. So now it is 10-5. Let's see. And right on cue, Josh. That's kind of what I was thinking. Timeout, Indiana. So a nice timeout for Indiana because it is now 10-5. And great job by the coach getting a feel of the momentum swing.
Yeah, Allison Ball, head coach for Indiana. Her first year takes the timeout right there. We'd like to thank the Richard G. Snyder YMCA, one of our big sponsors here on High Top Sports Network. If you're an athlete looking for the best in personalized training to help you dominate your sport, look no further than the Richard G. Snyder YMCA in Katanning. The Y offers advanced equipment and techniques to help you reach the top of your game. Check out the newly remodeled Annex, complete with turf, a golf simulator that features some of the best courses in the world like Pebble Beach and St. Andrews, and plenty of new equipment which will help you maximize your potential and reach your fitness goals. The Y offers programs for all ages, as well as several youth sports programs and swimming lessons. Check out their virtual fitness portal at rgsymca.org or call them 724-545-9622. Stop in and see them at 1150 North Water Street in Katanning. You got to check out that golf simulator, Doug. There's a long drive contest coming up.
Yeah, I would like to get down there and try that out here at some point, whenever I have any free time at all, Josh. And there's Callie Allensworth. So Riley Preshear has now run off, I don't know how many serves in a row, but it's a lot. Armstrong continuing to build that momentum, 11-5. Callie Allensworth with the kill. So Preshear's just going to keep on serving, just keep the ball in play. There it is, very nice.
Oh, Weaver.
A miscommunication again. Sarai Weaver, it's like she can do no wrong tonight, Josh.
I know.
12-5 Riverhawks, their biggest lead, I think, of the night in any set.
That was the parting of the Red Sea right there in the back row for the Little Indians. Both players in that back row got out of the way.
I love the consistency on Riley Preshear's serve, Josh. She is continuing to keep that ball in play, and that's what you want to do. When you have the momentum, don't stop it yourself. Just be consistent, get it in play. Let the Indians make the mistake. Armstrong with the momentum. But there, finally, number 5, Abby Huey, is able to break that run, but a great run there by the Riverhawks. They have a huge lead, Josh, 13-6 in set 3.
Well, that's what you need whenever the opponent's on a sustained run like the Riverhawks were right there. Your leaders, your big players coming up with a key kill to stop that momentum. But Weaver right back with the two-handed push goes into the block and down. So another kill for Sarai Weaver.
Even the two-hand push shot is working tonight, Josh. This is crazy. So 14-6 Riverhawks. Even Coach Lasher's laughing on that one, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, Sarai Weaver, as you said, can do no wrong tonight. Seems like everything she's touching. Oh, the Riverhawks again.
Another service error is going to make it back to 14-7.
See, and that's where Armstrong really had a chance to put the hammer down in this set, but giving the ball back to Indiana. Oh, boy, and that ball just hung up there. It looked like Lily Atwood was trying to get around DiGregorio to get to the ball and be able to make a set, but some miscommunication there on positioning. So another point.
Yeah, what happens there, Josh, is your setter is trapped behind your own teammate, and she can't get to the ball. Well, now Indiana has swung the momentum, Josh. Now it is 14-9. A couple little mistakes there by the Riverhawks. Can they break it here? Oh, my. Great play by Ball.
Oh.
Another great defensive play just to keep it alive. Keep it alive, Josh. Armstrong continuing to swing. And again, Lorelli's had trouble with that cut shot today, Josh. We got a great angle up here, and she just is unable to put that one away. So 15-9 Armstrong.
And she showed some real frustration after that one because that's probably 4 of the 5 of those cut shots that have just ridden the tape and not gotten across.
Oh.
Oh.
And there's Callie.
Boy.
You know, Indiana just a little out of sync there. Couldn't get any swings. They became tips. And then Callie, she knows what to do with it. 16-9 Armstrong. And there's Big Kate Kowalczyk. Nice effort by Cass Adams, but unable to keep it in play as the Armstrong bench, you know, half the team is standing over there, and they all scrambled. 16-10 Riverhawks. Unbelievable volleyball match here, Josh. We are so fortunate to get to watch this. And that is going to go wide, so that is going to give Indiana the point to get it back to 16-11. You just knew that this was going to end up getting tight again. And there's a little float serve, and it's going to work to perfection. 16-12 is Indiana able to get the point. That is Addie Stossel. She's had a really nice service game here, Josh. A couple aces tonight for the Indians. Nice block there by Kowalczyk. And a tip, a pancake by Brashear.
Got it again. That's twice for the Riverhawks tonight. I think that's a net violation.
Yeah, that set was over the net. Lorelli did the best she could, but into the net. Point Armstrong, 17-12 Riverhawks.
And another pancake flipped in favor of the Hawks right there.
Get a little syrup on that pancake.
That's
there,
right.
Josh.
Well, one of the teams in this school, that's Bruce Bailey, said you got to have that syrup.
Yep. And nice play there for the Riverhawks, 18-12. And I want to say it, Josh, Armstrong in full control here in set number 3.
Yeah. That hasn't really been a great place.
I know.
In set number 1, they were in complete control too, up 7 points late. Indiana able to come back and take it.
Wow. Emery Rumbaugh hits it off the block, but Indiana able to keep it in play. And there's Kate Rameli. It seems like every time Kate gets her opportunity, she puts it away, Josh. And she did it again. So it is now 19-12 Riverhawks.
Yeah, and you saw Lily Atwood go up for that little quick jump, pop that quick attack, serve right to Rameli, and she finishes it once again.
Callie with a nice serve. And there's Kate. And guess what, Josh? Another point.
Right in the middle. When you got Kate Rameli being as successful as she is right now, you got to keep going to the well.
20-12 Armstrong. So they are the first to 20. Commanding lead here at set 3.
Good dig by Adams right there.
Oh, that time Lily Atwood elected to go over in 2, but Indiana saw it coming, Josh. And they were able to stuff it right back in her face and get the point. 20-13 Riverhawks.
Yeah, that was Lorelli right there for that block.
She kind of telegraphed that one, Josh.
Yeah.
Wow, nice dig there by Adams.
Oh,
wow,
man.
Right off the top of the net. It's going to fall the Riverhawks' way, Josh. 21-13.
I'll tell you what, give credit to Lily Atwood for not going up and playing that ball. She was watching it the entire way, knew it was going to come down right on top of the net. So good heads-up play by Atwood, the senior.
Wow, great volleyball, Josh, both ways here. And that time a little short.
Yeah, Pac was trying to set up Romeli for that quick shot right in the middle.
21-14 Armstrong in set 3. Kowalczyk to serve. Nice serve. And Armstrong unable to do anything with that. So that's going to be point Indians, 21-15.
Well, Armstrong should know that it's not like the Indians are going to go away here just because you have 21 points. They're going to continue to fight until the final point.
Yep, you got to earn it if you're Armstrong. And that is absolutely perfect. Emery Rumbaugh with no one around puts it away for point number 22, 22-15 Riverhawks.
Yeah, Rumbaugh also having a strong night on the offensive side of the ball.
Sophia De Gregorio to serve for the Riverhawks.
Oh, what
nice
a shot.
Yeah, nice tip there by Cass. Cass outsmarted the defense on that play. 23-15. Armstrong can feel this set 3 coming their way. They are 2 points away, Josh.
De Gregorio had a nice dig there. Right oh, jeez. We both made the same reaction because, you know, that's got to be one thing that Coach Lasher is really going to talk to these girls about is the fact that, boy, oh boy, look how many points we gave away on service errors.
Gosh, that one was going under the net.
Yeah.
That was like not even close. So 23-16 nonetheless. Cass again, you know, Cass reads that defense and just stays one step ahead of Indiana. It is set point Armstrong, Josh, 24-16. Riley Preshear looking to give the Riverhawks a 2-1 advantage. Let's see. And that is going to go long, so that is going to be point Armstrong, and set number 3 is in the books. Your final in set 3, Armstrong 25, Indiana 16.
Boy, Preshear is lucky she didn't make contact with that because she threw an arm out in an attempt to try and dig that attack, but didn't get a touch, went out of bounds. Riverhawks now up 2-1, and we are going to take a commercial break here. Thanks some fantastic sponsors on High Top Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in wherever you found the game tonight on our website, hightopsportsnetwork.com, or on Facebook, just search High Top Sports. Twitter, at @hightop_sports, or search High Top Sports on YouTube. We're everywhere, so wherever you found us, thank you for tuning in. My name is Josh Rettengoss. For Doug Flanders, we will be back in a few.
Hi, I'm Dr. DeMond, owner of DeMond Chiropractic. We've been open for over 75 years and continue to provide high-level chiropractic care here in Armstrong County. And we are here to help you live your best life through all-natural chiropractic care. Come and see us.
Steffi's Country Catering prepares home-style made-from-scratch dishes that will have you convinced Mom made it. Whatever the occasion, Steffi's Country Catering will have you coming back for every event year-round. Find us on Facebook to place an order or to see our Sunday specials, or call 724-54-85047.
Shop and Save at Franklin Village is a family-owned, community-dedicated supermarket with a wide variety of quality food and friendly personnel to make your shopping experience easy. Stop by their award-winning butcher shop where you'll find the freshest cuts of USDA-inspected beef, pork, and poultry. Head to the bakery for the freshest bread and rolls, and don't forget to stop by the deli for an excellent selection of cold cuts, meats, cheeses, and prepared foods like their fantastic fried chicken. That's Shop and Save at Franklin Village.
And welcome back to High Top Sports Network. About to get the fourth set underway here in this WPIAL Class 3A Section 5 Girls Varsity Volleyball matchup. The visiting Indiana Little Indians behind 2-1 here to the host Armstrong Riverhawks. My name is Josh Schreckengoss. Doug Flanders to my left, and we have seen a great match so far tonight. Doug, can the Riverhawks finish it out here in set number 4?
Yeah, well, last time these two teams met, Josh, it went 4 sets. And with Armstrong prevailing, and once again, Armstrong is up 2-1 here, trying to end this one in 4 sets. Indiana's not going to go down easy, Josh. They came here to play some volleyball tonight, and we're going to see the start of this 4th set. Very important to jump out in front, as we talked about, and we'll see what happens. So Cass Adams is going to get us rolling here in set number 4.
Important for the Riverhawks in that 3rd set. They got the lead, had it late, didn't let Indiana come back like they did in set number 1. Let's see if they can carry that confidence and momentum over here into set number 4.
You know, Armstrong's been up 2-1 in other matches, Josh. The Latrobe match comes to mind, and they were unable to finish it. So let's see if they can finish this one here tonight. And there's Indiana's big gun, Macy Lorelli. She's going to get Indiana on the board first. 1-0 Indians.
Yeah, Lorelli, I would love to see her kill numbers tonight because they have just continually been feeding her, and she's been good. Now Indiana's suffering the same fate that Armstrong has suffered all night. You get the kill, you get the serve, and then you put it right into the net.
So it is now 1-1. Service error, Indiana. Callie Allensworth back to serve. Yeah, Lorelli, she's just going to keep swinging, Josh. You know, she doesn't stop. She's relentless over there, and that's what she needs to do for this Indiana team. And there's Kate Romali. So she's got a nice number of points here tonight, Josh. But she's going to give the Riverhawks a 2-1 advantage here in set 4.
I got a question for you, Doug. When you spike the ball like Romali just did and it hits the tape and it flies up and doesn't touch anything and goes out of bounds on the other side, I didn't think that anybody from Indiana made contact. Obviously, the officials did, but wouldn't that be a point for the opposing team if that happened?
Yes, if that happens, Josh, you're exactly right. That would be a point for the opposing team. You need to watch and see if the judges make a motion of a tip with their hands, and if they do, then they're going to call a tip and give that to the offensive team.
Yeah, for sure. It was just, it looked really, really close to not being touched by an Indiana player, but regardless, we're tied up at 2 apiece after Indiana gets that side out.
Kowalczyk to serve. And there's Emery Rumbaugh with a nice kill. Yeah, Kowalczyk, all 6'2" of her, Josh, was on the floor. So she was almost able to get that ball back up and play. Unfortunately, it doesn't, so Armstrong is going to go ahead 3-2. Gabby Pauk to serve. Oh, nice placement. Little miscommunication there on Armstrong's part. Indiana will take it. 3-3 here in set 4. That is an overpass, and that's an easy one for Armstrong. So Abby Huey will take it. Indians now with a 4-3 advantage in set 4. If you're Armstrong, you do not want this to go 5, Josh. You want to finish it here in set 4. Little floater serve. No problem for the Riverhawks. And that's not a good set, but somehow the ball goes over the net, and Indiana's going to keep it in play, Josh. Wow.
Yeah, Weaver tipped that over, but Indiana was ready.
Look at the defense. Ooh. And they're going to get the rewarded, Josh, and get the point. So Indiana with a highlight reel defensive play there. 5-3 Indians. Wow.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Poor Gabby Pock having to stand in against that huge swing. Did everything she could, but those are about impossible to return.
Kate Rameli loved that one, Josh. She puts up the block. It is now 5-4. Indians still with the advantage here at set 4.
Oh, yeah. That was another big play by Rameli in the middle, and she's been doing it on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively tonight.
You know, Indiana has those big swingers, but what has impressed me the most has been their defense. Several great defensive plays over here for the Indians. Sarai Weaver tried to cut, and that's about the only thing she's done wrong tonight, Josh, as that goes into the net. 6-4 Indians. Riley Brashear unable to hang with that one. So now it is 7-4. 7-4 Indiana.
Yeah, Indians digging deep here, trying to find a little extra and prolong this match.
And that's going to go long. So that is going to make it 8-4 Indiana. Armstrong claiming there was a tip. Oh, my. We have some controversy here, Josh.
And this is, I've made mention of this so many times on our volleyball broadcast. You got to feel for these two young girls walking up to the official right now. Both JV players from the home team. This official is asking, was there a tip? Was there contact right there? Did you see it? And they're always put in a tough position. I never really cared for that, to have kids out there that are JV level in a varsity match, because they switch them around. Varsity obviously does it in the JV match, but I never liked that. It's pressure on those girls, and this call right here goes to Armstrong.
So there they called the ball out of play, and now they are changing their call, ruling it was a tip. And, you know, it's the same thing in tennis. You know, in high school girls tennis, Josh, you have to call your own shots, and that's really tough. The ball's moving at a high rate of speed to be able to call if it was tipped, if it wasn't in, was it out, did it hit the line. It's hard to get officials, we know. It's just not feasible to have more officials at a match. Puts these girls in a really tough position.
Cass Adams, big kill right there, and now we're back to a one-point game here in set number 4.
7-6, Indiana has held the lead all the way here in set 4. And that's going to work for Indiana. Almost able to get that ball up and play was Gabby Pock, but it does hit the ground. So that's going to make it 8-6 Indiana.
And that kill came from Ava Elliott. I believe might be the first of hers for this evening. Haven't seen her much on the court tonight.
Again, nice defense. And that ball is short. So Indiana trying to get a little cute over there, Josh, but doesn't work. So 8-7 Armstrong.
Yeah, Callie Allensworth right there to eat that one up. Another block for Killer Callie.
Annie Atwood in to serve. Indians leading 8-7, excuse me. That one off the net.
Oh!
Wow. You know, that's like the dream there, Josh.
Yeah.
You have just a little overpass. Oh, it's going to come up in the middle, and I'm just going to swing as hard as humanly possible and blast this off two Indiana players out of play. 8-8.
Big kill there. Allensworth again.
And that time, Callie went over the net. She knew it.
Hey, you listen, you can't knock her fire and intensity out there right there. She saw that ball go up and was like, I'm going over.
Yeah, she got her hand caught in the cookie jar there.
Yeah.
There, Josh.
Tough to do right in front of the official in the perch.
But we'll take that every time from Callie. 9-8 Indiana. There's Cass out of the middle.
Oh.
And it's going to work. Little miscommunication there. So that is going to tie this up at 9 in set number 4.
Yeah, that tip shot going off of the hands of Katie Kowalczyk and down.
Cass Adams to serve. Free ball for Armstrong. Let's see if they can use it. Nice defense there by the Riverhawks. Is a nice swing. And there's ball with the D. Oh, now she went up that time, Josh Lorelli, like she was going to smash it. At the very last second, she changed her mind, and it fooled Armstrong, and she was able to get the point. So good heads up there for Indiana, 10-9 Indians.
Oh, man.
Wow, that was so tough, Josh, because that was deflected.
Yeah.
And Indiana once again showing their defense. And that's going to be long by Allensworth. So Indiana now with an 11-9 advantage in set 4.
Yeah, that was Ball that was able to read that deflection for Indiana. And as she was falling backward, able to dig it and get it up to a teammate.
And that is off the block. You know, that's one of the toughest plays, Josh, is when that ball is deflected, to be able to react and keep that ball up in the air. That time, Indiana not able to do it, so give Rumbaugh the kill, 11-10, Indiana. Allensworth to serve.
Oh, man.
Nice block, but again, Indiana able to keep it in play.
Oh, you could hear Coach Lasher in our headphones there say out, and Allensworth played it nonetheless.
And it's going to cost them because Indiana is going to get the point. So 12-10. You know, Armstrong's just on the verge, Josh. They just make these little errors to keep these other teams around. Oh.
Misplay there by Adams.
So 13-10 Indiana. Now with a 3-point advantage. Free ball Armstrong. Rumbaugh is into the net. Now 14-10 Indiana. Coach Lasher might want to think about using one here. I feel like she's on the verge, Josh.
Yeah,
14-10.
Maybe one more point.
Yeah. So Indiana putting together a little run here in set 4. Nice dig there by Kowalczyk. It's going to be a free ball for the Riverhawks. Can they put it away? Atwood tries to go on 2. Nice hustle, but unable to do it. So that is going to work for the Riverhawks. 14-11. That was a big point there, Josh.
Yeah, Armstrong needed that for sure to stop that run by Indiana. And Atwood, as you said, going across in 2 with that lefty push. It has worked. The one time we saw in set number 2, I believe, Indiana was ready for it and put it back. But good play right there by Atwood.
And there's textbook to Lorelli. She isn't going to miss that one, Josh.
No, that was...
Oh, that was Huey. I'm sorry, that was Huey. That's going to make it 15-11.
Either way, a great set.
Yeah, perfect.
Very nicely done by Emily Mady. Excuse me.
At times, Indiana is picture perfect on those. But a key service error there. So that's going to put it back to 15-12. Indiana's been hovering on this lead between 3 and 4 points here for a while. Riverhawks trying to break through. Indiana trying to force set number 5. Beautiful. Nice dig there by Prashear. Oh, what is that?
Nope. And she put her hand to her chest right there, and I think she's number 29, but I don't see a 29 on their roster.
I think you're right, Josh. So 15-13. Let's see if Armstrong can get as close as they've been in a long time. And they are going to be able to. And then that is a great timeout for Indiana because, you know, Indiana had control. Armstrong was able to get that point off that service error. Now they've rattled off a few in a row. I like that timeout. You know, if you're Indiana, keep that lead, get things settled down here in set number 4. So it is 15-14 Indiana.
Well, we have a timeout on the court. We'd like to thank another great sponsor here on High Top Sports Network. That's Schaefer's HVAC Incorporated. Since 1973, Schaefer's HVAC Incorporated in Katanning has been a leader in heating and cooling solutions and serves thousands of families and businesses in Armstrong, Allegheny, Butler, Indiana, and Westmoreland counties, and they do it with promptness and integrity. Schaefer services all major brands of furnaces, air conditioners, and hot water tank systems, and they pride themselves on customer service. Call Schaefer's HVAC Incorporated in Katanning, 724-543-2615 for your free in-house estimate today.
All right, out of the timeout. Let's see if it works for Indiana. Nice dig there by Gabby Pauk. Free ball, Indiana.
Now, didn't get all of that one.
No.
Huey. Oh.
And Cass Adams is going to put this back at 15 apiece. So Armstrong has come all the way back to tie it up here in set 4. (15-15). Sophia De Gregorio to serve. Indiana just not getting all of that one either, Josh. And there's Sarai Weaver.
What placement.
A little push. I'll tell you what, Josh, she's played some great volleyball tonight.
She's gotten 2 kills off that two-hand push shot where the set was in front of her, and she had to run up to get it and just push it across, and it's worked a couple times for Weaver and the Riverhawks tonight.
16-15, Armstrong, first lead in a while here in set 4. Indiana just not crisp right now, Josh. And that is going to go out. So just missed. 16-16 now. Indiana back is against the wall here, down 2-1. Can they force a 5th set? We're going to find out. It's going to be a little push, and it's going to work. Cass Adams. So this two-hand push shot, Josh, seems to be working for the Riverhawks. They'll take a 17-16 advantage.
Yeah, and going for that dead zone in the middle of the Indiana rotation. Right there was Cassidy Adams. Big play by number 16.
Riley Preshear serving. And Indiana is going to come back with their little, great play by Armstrong. I thought Indiana had the point. Off Gabby Pauk's face. Almost able to get it back, Josh. That was almost another highlight reel for the Riverhawks.
I know, a lot of hustle there on the Armstrong side, and it's a shame that one had to drop. But a point for Indiana, and we're tied up again, Doug.
17 all. Boy, is this tight here in set number 4. Nice serve by Ball. That is going to be an ace. 18-17. Big point there for Indiana, just what they needed.
Well, you like that serve by Ball just over the net.
Interesting. No jump serve. And another shank. So 2 in a row. This is working very well here for Indiana. Ball with 2 huge points. 19-17.
Couple of aces right here for the libero for the Little Indians. Alex Ball, the junior, 5'3".
Point Riverhawks, so big point there. Stop the bleeding, 19-18.
Yeah, Allensworth able to get that one off of the Indiana block and down. And that's a good thing for the Armstrong, getting the ball out of Alex Ball's hands at the service line.
19-18, Annie Atwood to serve for the Riverhawks.
Well, that set was not in the right place for Katie Kowalczyk, so.
Perfect little tip, Callie Allensworth, 19-19. Indiana, Josh, their level has dropped a little bit here in set 4. I just feel like Armstrong should be able to get this done.
We shall see. 6 more points needed here for the Riverhawks.
And just as I say that, Lorelli able to get the point for the Indians. So 20-19 Indiana. We are in set 4. Coach Andrea Lasher adjusting her defense here. Stossel to serve. She's had some nice serves tonight. Nice pass.
Yeah, that was a good set, but Riverhawks able to block it up. Oh.
It's going to be a free ball for Indiana. But they really don't do much with it at all, Josh.
Oh, that one hit the supports up there, Doug.
Oh, great swing there by Lorelli. All-important point number 21 for Indiana, Josh. 21-19. Stossel continuing to serve here for Indiana. Watch that floater.
Yeah, that's
What'd I tell you, Josh?
That's exactly what happened. You called that perfectly, and she dropped it right in front of the back row. Riverhawks take a timeout. 22-19, Indiana on top.
Oh, my gosh, Josh. You know, that's something you have to look and see who's serving. You know, everyone has tendencies. And that time, you know Stossel's going to throw that little float serve right in the middle of the court, move up a little bit, it's not coming strong, and be ready for it. And Armstrong did not adjust to that. So 22-19 Indiana.
Well, you called it in the first set, Doug. We might have a 5-setter tonight and getting dangerously close to that outcome right now.
Josh, this might be getting past my bedtime here tonight.
Going to turn into a pumpkin. Oh, you just want to go home and see the Aaron Judge highlights.
You're right, I do. 22-19. No, you know, I don't care what sport it is, Josh. If it's a close competitive game, I'm there. I'm all in. And that's what we have here tonight. Callie Allensworth again with a little push. You know, you think about Callie Allensworth, you think, oh, big power, power, power. But she has shown a little finesse tonight, Josh.
Oh, more than a few times, to tell you the truth. More than a few times here in these last few points. Really good with those tip shots and just perfect placement with them, too.
22-20, so that was a great timeout by Coach Lasher and a very important point for Armstrong.
Coach's timeout.
Oh, and right on cue, there's an ace. So now momentum swinging back to the Riverhawks. 22-21 is their time to pull out this set number 4. There might be, Josh.
Cass Adams at the line. See if she can tie it up.
Wow.
Oh, off the
wow,
rafters.
Josh. And that's going to, again, the defense of Indiana, Josh. Lily on 2. And there it is again, the scramble. And there's Callie.
Yeah.
And there's Callie again. So great defense there by Indiana, but Armstrong just would not be denied. We are at 22-22. So after the timeout, it has been all Armstrong here. Back even.
What a match tonight between these two teams.
That's going to go long. They're going to set Katie Kowalczyk. She can't get it in play. Armstrong now with the lead. Let's see Indiana there. She's going to let it go, Josh.
Yeah,
23-22.
I think Indiana was looking for contact right there, a little tip, but I think Kowalczyk actually hit the net on her follow-through.
There's a tip. It's not going to work.
Chance for Armstrong right here. Got her set up.
And it is match point Riverhawks. Josh, it was 22-19.
Yep.
Armstrong has rattled off 5 in a row here. We have our first match point of the night. Cass Adams, is she going to send us home in 4 sets, Josh? Well, you knew Indiana was going to go to their big gun, Josh. That's exactly what I expected. And Lorelli able to hit it off the block. 24-23, match point number 2 for the Riverhawks. Lorelli to serve.
Oh,
man.
And
how fitting is that Callie Allensworth, once again, Josh, is going to show that finesse. I cannot wait to talk to her tomorrow and talk about her finesse tonight, Josh. 25-23, another 2-point set. Armstrong victorious, 3-1. Great match by both teams. Both teams can be proud about how they played volleyball tonight because it was a great night here in Armstrong County.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And just so tightly contested. Two really, really good teams going at it point for point, back and forth, a run here, a run there, stopping momentum, gaining momentum. I mean, it was, you look at it and you see 3-1 in terms of the final score, but it was a lot closer than that, obviously, marked by the sets, the scores in the sets. So a really great match tonight between Armstrong and Indiana. It was a good atmosphere here tonight. As you could see, all the pink. We spoke about it in the pregame, but tonight's pink out night for the Riverhawks. All proceeds from the concession stand, from the 50-50, and from the pink out merch stand out front here. Everything going to support the Cancer Research Center at Armstrong County Memorial Hospital. So great atmosphere and a match worthy of this atmosphere tonight.
Yeah, when 3 of the 4 sets, Josh, are won by 2 points, you knew you saw a great match. And that is what we saw here tonight.
Well, Doug, it's time to choose our High Top Sports Network player of the match. Who are you going with tonight?
Some great worthy candidates here tonight. I'm going to give Sarai Weaver an honorable mention. She had a phenomenal game tonight. Cass Adams, some different players, but I have to go with the finesse of Callie Allensworth tonight, Josh. I think she deserves to be the high top player of the game, not only for her power, but like I said, her finesse.
Yeah, that power and finesse, quite the combo for Allensworth tonight. And don't forget the defense, just a beast in the middle, shutting down that Indiana attack in the middle. You see Katie Kowalczyk at 6'2", and Allensworth was right there with her all night. And she had Lorelli matched up and in sync and blocked her a couple of times in a row in that third set, that decisive third set, where Armstrong was able to take a 2-1 lead with a win in that third set. So don't forget Callie's D, too. Certainly worthy of our High Top Sports Network player of the game tonight. Congratulations to Callie Allensworth.
That is going to push Armstrong to 7-1, Josh. So they are going to stay 1 behind Latrobe, and that match is looming down in Latrobe in a couple weeks here, Josh, and that could be for the section title versus co-section champs. So we will see. Armstrong just needs to take care of business, and hopefully maybe High Top can get down there for that match, Josh, because that's going to be for the section title.
Yeah, we would love to, obviously, and come playoff time, we will certainly be here for the Riverhawks. As many folks know out there who watch our football broadcasts, High Top Sports Network has become an affiliate of the Trib High School Sports Network, which will allow us access to WPIAL playoff games. Something we didn't have until your former team was able to make their run to a WPIAL championship, the Armstrong softball team, here in the spring. And once we got that all ironed out, we plan on being here for pretty much any sport that Armstrong would be able to qualify for the postseason. It certainly looks like the volleyball team will be there, and judging on what happens the next couple of weeks, the football team looking to be there for the second year in a row. So we will certainly do our best to cover these Riverhawks as they make a run down the stretch and try and capture at least maybe a share of that section title if they're able to upend Latrobe.
Yeah, I just want to thank you, Josh, for letting me do this with you. I had a blast once again here tonight. We definitely need to do some more broadcasts. This volleyball team, they're on the verge of greatness. They just need to figure a way to get it done.
Well, that's going to do it for myself, Josh Reckengast, and Doug Flanders. Doug, thank you. Excellent job on the call tonight, as usual. And we will see you on Friday night here on High Top Sports Network for football games on tap on HTSN. Make sure you check us out on our website, social media platforms. Of course, you can find us at hightopsportsnetwork.com. That's the website. Just search High Top Sports on Facebook or at High Top _sports on Twitter. we're not hard to find. So just make sure you keep abreast of the situation and look forward to what we have on Friday night. The Riverhawks will be taking on the Indiana Little Indians on the road. Also, Kiski area traveling to Mars. And Freeport will be hosting East Allegheny. That's a big one. Both teams coming into that game at 5-1. And West Shamokin on the road at Northern Cambria. Also a big one. Both teams there 4-2. So a few good games on tap coming up here on Friday night. So for Doug Flanders, we are going to sign off. My name is Josh Reckengast.